What is going on? So I got my 3-point lighting done. I think it looks pretty cool. One of them has a dimmer and one does not. So the dimmable one is the one I use to vary it, try to make it brighter or darker depending on the effect I'm going for. So yeah, so far so good. I've been trying to do this project on the cheap because I do this for fun. I'm probably not going to ever do this professionally, but I love watching YouTube and I just tried to try my hand at it or give it my best shot. I don't know. But purpose of this is to practice and to start recording stuff that I do. I did a lot of projects before. I never thought to grab a camera or even the phone to record it. I would take pictures. Sure. I'd take pictures, but then I never did a actual video on it, which I think is more fun because I watched some videos where it's just pictures attached to words at the bottom or voiceovers. I mean, they're interesting, but they're not as fun as seeing it as it's happening. Especially, I appreciate the YouTube content creators who actually show their mistakes and not just edit it out and pretend like everything's always all good. So kudos to them. So yeah, bringing it back to my original topic, sorry for the rant. I did a DIY mount to a tripod, but it's not a photography tripod. It's a work light tripod for spotlights when you're working on your house or your car. So I had one of those, so I decided to use it because it's a good sized tripod. And when I started the project, I remembered I should turn on the camera. So I did, and I remembered brought back something that a lot of YouTube creators, content creators said, is that when you're doing a project, it takes twice as long when you record it because you got to set it up, you got to make sure you're recording, you got to re-record in case there's errors or shots that are not that good. Which brings it to this video. The shots are not very good. I don't have a lot of space. The area I live at is very expensive, so it's a luxury to have space. So it comes at a cost. It's hard to have a extra room. We can't have basements here, so I have to work with what I got, which is a room. So all I had available to film the DIY or the project was a foldable TV tray, which I'm using right now to set my items on. So I did that. I did a real quick, dirty quick backdrop, which is one of my whiteboards that I use, or paper, what do they call those? Those big white pieces of cardboard. So I put that on the wall, clipped it, put the tripod on the TV tray, so there was like really not a lot of space, and of course the items or projects right in front, so it was just all off. And I was just not going to post it. I was just going to delete it and just say, hey, screw it. But I'm going to post it anyway. Not post it. I'm going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Post? I'm going to upload the video anyway, and it'll just be more practice. Repetition. Perfect practice makes perfect. So here you go. Apologies for the bad camera angles and background and lighting, all the whole nine. Yeah, I know. Bad. It's real bad. But I think it worked out pretty good. So here you go. All right. It's going to be a DIY lamp socket to tripod attachment holder doodad. Anyways, it's just to get this onto my, what brand is that? It's the Walmart Hyper Tough work light tripod stand for utility lights and things like that. But I'm going to adapt it to work on a photography style lamp because it's very strong, robust, and it's pretty cheap too. So I got this 1/2-inch dowel rod here from Lowe's. I usually work in metal, but I don't have my welding equipment and I don't have access to all my stuff, so it's gonna be wood. So just a basic design that popped into my mind, so that fits into there. Screw that on tight, and I'll trim it down here somewhere and try to get it onto the correct attachment of the work light tripod. Now it is just a dowel, but I don't have access to my equipment. That's welding equipment, woodworking equipment. I got a table saw, I got a chop saw, I got hand saws, but I can't get to that for reasons. So I'm gonna go with what I got. The Milwaukee M18 reciprocating saw. Quick work. That did it like in 3.2 seconds. Get her done. Safety third. Just kidding, safety first. Safety is a big priority. Alright, so now we got this. Now the work light tripods are a little different. They don't have the same mounts. The thread size is not the same. So mine comes with this. This attaches to the work light tripod, and this has a nut which screws into a base of any work light or any attachment that can get clamped down. And I did some research because I was going to try to fabricate something of this nature, but to connect to this thread, and it's a M8 by 1.25, so it's metric. So I want like a coupler to attach to that and maybe extend the mount up so it's metal, so it looks a little bit better and a little bit more stronger. So here's the top of the tripod. It has a quick release, as you can see by that push button, which is where the dowel will go into there, or sorry, part of my reach there. You push that down. I'll put a close-up with a picture to make it easier to see, but adjustment here is just a arm, so it doesn't get as high as the light stands for photography, but it works. And it's gonna look something like that. I'm gonna add some Velcro straps or something for cable management. But I got it cranked down pretty good. It's pretty sturdy. It's wood too, so I can make a little divot so it doesn't rotate as much. Alright, so that wraps up that quick little DIY project. It took about 20 minutes. Cost, since I went back to the car to get my little pouch. I'm getting old, I'm forgetting things. So the 1/2 inch by 48 dowel rod was $1.78. The 660 watt socket was a splitter, adapter, whatever you want to call it, was $2.88 plus tax of 43 cents. Total was $5.09. So yep, DIY, gotta love it. I'll attach a link in the description for the Hyper Tough Work Tripod Light. I think I got it for $18 at the time, but it might be a different price now. But I'll put it in the description. Alright, catch you on the next one.